Hi everyone, welcome back to Falcon's House. This is the third part of my Lost Watch vlog. I'm only doing episode 7 and 8 as my friend who is helping with episode pacing said to stop before episode 9 as the plot starts to move forward. So in episode 7, Charlie is really wanting the drugs back from Locke. He is trying really hard to break his addiction. Locke gives him 3 chances to ask for the drugs back before Locke is going to give it back to him. As we get towards a look at Charlie's past, we get to see that he was religious and not into drugs and wrote songs that the drive shaft did. Over time, we see the slow descent because his brother started using and started pushing like women and other bad behaviors on him and became the focus of the band. Because originally, to get Charlie to do it, he said that Charlie was the most important part of the band because he wrote the songs and Drive Shaft was nothing without him. Then later on he says that he is Drive Shaft and that the little band doesn't need him anymore. Eventually we get to his brother being clean and in Australia and Charlie wanting to get the band back together, but he's still on drugs and using and doing all the bad behaviors that his brother originally was doing, and they've kind of flipped positions. And his brother turns him down and says the band's not getting back together, they're not going to do this tour, and Charlie leaves all angry, assuming this is where he then goes back to fly back to the United States on this flight. The transformation in the real world is the opposite, as he goes from being an addict to being clean and coming out of his cocoon. He is the moth and transforming himself and becoming a hero by saving Jack from the cave-in, something that he had craved since his brother had put him down and said he wasn't important in the band. And on the island, he hasn't really been part of the decision-making process. Everybody just deferred to Jack or Kate for every decision that's been made. The next episode was about Sawyer. Sawyer beats up Boone for going through his stuff. And Boone is looking for inhalers for his sister because Shannon has asthma that hasn't really been told before. And he has 3 inhalers somewhere in his luggage. Sawyer fights with Jack as well, and Jack and Saeed torture Sawyer to give up the medicine. I didn't think that he ever really had it, that he would have given it up earlier. He might still have beat up Boone because he didn't like him, but he wouldn't have held out as long if he actually had the medicine. He would have given it up because I don't think he's really a jerk, and would have been willing to help Shannon if he had it. He was trying to prove a point, though, about how the others are just like him when it comes down to it and don't care about the rules or laws or order. They want to get what they want done and are willing to do whatever they can to do it. He eventually tricks Kate. Well, he doesn't trick her, I guess. He tells Kate that he will exchange a kiss from her to tell her where the medicine is. And she does it, and then he tells her he doesn't know and he doesn't have it, and he just found the book that they thought he had stole washed up on the beach, which probably means somewhere in the ocean is the rest of the medicine. I don't think he obviously likes Kate and wants to be with her, but trying to trick her into kissing him is probably not the right way to go about that. I mean, it's just going to make her think he's an asshole. In the past, we see him running a con on the couple, and it was pretty obvious that it was a scam right away. At first I thought he was the one being scammed with this get-rich-quick scheme, and then I later on realized that he's the one running the scam. And then we also see him that he quits the scam when he sees the kid, which reminds him of his own childhood that we find out the note that he's been holding on to, about which he's angry about 2 people dying and him not being a good person, was really that he was the kid in the story and that his parents died due to being conned, and then he ended up following in those cons' footsteps and conning other people. So he became the thing that he hated. and maybe that's why he's so angry about stuff. So far, it seems like every character story arc has shown that they are all flawed individuals in some way, and that they're going to have to change and grow in order to survive on the island, since it doesn't seem like they're going to be rescued soon. That's all I have for episode 7 and 8. I didn't feel like there was as much that happened in these episodes, at least that I know of so far. Supposedly the next set's supposed to be more exciting, more plot development, more stuff for me to talk about and theorize on. Thanks.